So we all have our favorite anime characters, whether that be Goku, Eren Yeager, or even Naruto. Some characters are written very well, while others are casted to the side, left to be forgotten by anime fans. In the case of Naruto, there are a couple, with many of them being females. Let's talk about it. How's it going, everybody? I'm Benty and welcome to the video. Let me set a disclaimer and say that this vid isn't to bash any male characters from Naruto. I'm not trying to be like, guys, look at these female characters, they're so underrated because they're women and they deserve better just because they're women. Nah, it's not gonna be one of those videos. But you gotta admit, some of these female characters get the short end of the stick. You can put them in two categories: limited amount of screen time and taking L's every time they're on screen. Some of the female characters can overlap in both categories. Hinata could be an example of both. She doesn't have as much screen time compared to, say, Rock Lee or Shikamaru, and in some cases she does take a couple L's, and I'd say the biggest L that she took was being killed by Pain. But then again, it showed her tenacity and willingness to fight for her village and defend Naruto, which is very commendable, you gotta admit that. She did get stronger as time went by in Shippuden and has grown tremendously by Shippuden's end. Tamari, I'd have to say, is probably my favorite female kunoichi in Naruto, simply because she won't back down from a fight and can humble herself if need be. When she fought Shikamaru in the tuning exams, she became so surprised when he managed to beat her and then quit right after. She didn't see it at the time, but it had proven to the village higher-ups that Shikamaru had wits to know when to quit. Tamari doesn't have as much screen time, but every time she's on screen, she simply steals the show. Now, I already made a vid on Sakura's wasted potential. If you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. Like, right now. And while Sakura does have enough screen time compared to most Naruto characters, her character basically flopped. She went from a completely useless ninja in training at the academy to maybe having potential in the beginning of Shippuden, then by its end, she reverted back to her original self in Naruto. Sakura also takes a lot of L's, and honestly it's sad. All that growth got wasted, but at least it's being made up in Boruto. And like what I mentioned in the Sakura's wasted potential video, I do wish that Sakura did have the development that she has in Boruto in Shippuden, and just grow on from there. But it is what it is. Next, we have Sakura's rival, and the biggest potty mouth in Naruto, Ino. Ino doesn't get that much screen time, and she takes some L's, some being her fight with Sakura in the tuning exams, and occasionally missing her mind transfer jutsu on her targets. But over time, she becomes more and more versatile, and with her teammates Shikamaru and Choji, she's able to amplify her skills even more. I'll be the first one to admit that her doing the mind transfer jutsu on Obito during the war arc was a big risk to do so, and it worked. I'll also give her props for eventually stepping up and becoming the head of the Konoha barrier system and the leader of the Yamanaka clan in Boruto. She goes on missions, manages her clan's flower shop, and is a housewife. Whether you like Ino or not, you gotta admit, she's multitasking her duties very, very well, and is doing a great job at it. Lastly, you have Tenten, and, well, not gonna lie, there's not much to say about her, honestly. Even Shizune's pig Tonton and that swing Naruto was on as a kid has more screen time than her. Actually, wait, that swing has more screen time than most Naruto characters. Damn, that's tough. That's sad as hell. It's a shame too, because her abilities are actually pretty useful and cool. Imagine having the ability to summon any weapon you want at your disposal and being able to have your body adapt to use those weapons efficiently even if you never use it at all. Tenten could summon kamas and have no idea how to use them, but as soon as they land in her hands, she's suddenly a master at it. That reminds you of someone? For any of you Tenten fans out there, it's tough being one. But again, like I said with Sakura, it is what it is. And perhaps she will get her moment in Boruto. I know that there are other female characters that I've yet to mention, but these are the main ones. In all honesty, I don't hate any of the female characters in Naruto, but many of them don't have the screen time to showcase their potential, or are just put to the side. Even in Boruto, many of them fade into obscurity, and so do some of the male characters, to be fair. My guess is, some characters aren't meant to shine, and are simply background characters meant to hype up the abilities of the main characters. What I do know is that like and subscribe button ain't gonna hit itself. Don't forget to tap that noti bell so you never miss a thing. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.